Hello everyone, and welcome to... hold on, let me lower the volume, because I think it might be too loud. Okay, hopefully that's better. Welcome to Half-Life. Now this is a game that I'm honestly surprised that I haven't played on the channel yet, because it's one of my all-time favorite games. Yeah, I figured now's as good a time as any to finally showcase this game. I mean, if you're a gamer, chances are you at least know about this game. Maybe you haven't played it, maybe you haven't seen much of it, but surely you know what Half-Life is by now. So I'm not even gonna bother like introducing any of it. We're just gonna go straight into it. Before we begin, I do apologize for the little like thingy down here, because I'm actually playing in windowed mode. Because I tried. The reason why I started the stream like 10 minutes later is because I kept trying to actually get this game to show up on OBS, but it just wouldn't. No matter what I did, it just wouldn't show up. I was using just regular, I'm using regular display capture, and the game just doesn't show up. Even on regular display capture, if it's on full screen mode. When I set it to windowed mode, then the taskbar is annoying. So I ended up like turning on the option to hide the taskbar on Windows temporarily. And I'm currently playing this on windowed mode, just so you can actually see the damn game. And before you ask, oh, why didn't you just try to record the window itself? That doesn't work either. Again, for some reason, this game just doesn't want to be recorded. It always displays a black screen. I don't know why. It's really annoying. I've had this problem before with basically any Gold Source game. When I tried to stream it on like Discord or whatever, I always had problems and I always had to play on windowed. So it is what it is. I don't know what's up with Gold Source, but yeah. Also, before we begin, this is the MMod. So this is not vanilla Half-Life. You can kind of tell that it's the MMod by way of this button here. This is actually... I wonder what new game is like. Oh, you can actually play the training room. That's cool. But yeah, this is the MMod. The MMod is essentially a small overhaul of Half-Life, which basically just improves gunplay, adds a bunch of new like alternate fire modes to weapons, some new fancy particle effects, and it also messes with the enemy placement a little bit, at least in the earlier chapters. So as someone who has played this game countless times, at least 20 times over the years, I know it completely from inside and out, basically. I know where all the enemies are and everything, so this is gonna be a slightly new experience for me as well, because some of the enemy placements are not vanilla and therefore will catch me off guard, surely. So that's another reason why I'm using the MMod for this. So to make it a little bit more interesting, because otherwise I'm gonna just breeze through these chapters. Now this is gonna be part 1 of 3. I'm gonna be playing through the Earthbound chapters up until Apprehension, so basically around halfway into the game. Tomorrow I will play through all these chapters until Zen, and then on Wednesday I'll finish the game, and I'll probably also play the uplink demo as well. Now I could play the training room, but that's basically the tutorial, and unlike Thief, it doesn't really add much to the story. Like the only story beat that it adds is, so this is how Gordon actually got his license or whatever, his certification to use the HEV suit. That's basically it. It's really a nothing burger, so we're actually fine with just skipping it and jumping straight in.
Good morning, and welcome to the Black Mesa Transit System. This automated train is provided for the security and convenience of the Black Mesa Research Facility personnel. The time is 8:47 a.m. Current topside temperature is 93 degrees, with an estimated high of 105. The Black Mesa compound is maintained at a pleasant 68 degrees at all times. This train is inbound from Level 3 dormitories to Sector C test labs and control facilities. If your intended destination is a high-security area beyond Sector C, you will need to return to the central transit hub in Area 9 and board a high-security train. If you have not yet submitted your identity to the retinal clearance system, you must report to Black Mesa personnel for processing before you will be permitted into the high-security branch of the transit system.
Again, if you're unaware about this game, it starts off with this iconic tram segment.
Due to the high toxicity of material routinely handled in the Black Mesa compound, no smoking, eating, or drinking are permitted within the Black Mesa transit system. Please keep your limbs inside the train at all times. Do not attempt to open the doors until the train has come to a complete halt at the station platform. In the event of an emergency, passengers are to remain seated and await further instruction. If it is necessary to exit the train, disabled personnel should be evacuated first. Please stay away from electrified rails and proceed to an emergency station until assistance arrives.
So yeah, this game came out at a very interesting time, in the late 90s, and when this game came out, most games, especially first-person shooters, were basically like Doom or Quake. They had almost no story, they focused entirely on gameplay. So this game changed all of that. That's why people say this is one of the most influential games of all time, because it's basically a first of its kind. Like, no other game started this slow with an actual, literally, little train ride to work. And like the beginning of a normal working day.
A reminder that the Black Mesa Hazard Course Decathlon will commence this evening at 1900 hours in the Level 3 facility. The semi-finals for high-security personnel will be announced in a separate secure access transmission. Remember, more lives than your own may depend on your fitness. Do you have a friend or relative who would make a valuable addition to the Black Mesa team? Immediate openings are available in the areas of materials handling and low clearance security. Please contact Black Mesa personnel for further information. If you have an associate with a background in the areas of theoretical physics, biotechnology, or other high-tech disciplines, please contact our civilian recruitment division. The Black Mesa Research Facility is an equal opportunity employer. A reminder to all Black Mesa personnel. Regular radiation and biohazard screenings are a requirement of continued employment in the Black Mesa Research Facility. Missing a scheduled urinalysis or radiation checkup is grounds for immediate termination. If you feel you have been exposed to radioactive or other hazardous materials in the course of your duties, contact your radiation safety officer immediately. Work safe. Work smart. Your future depends on it. Now arriving at Sector C test labs and control facilities. Please stand back from the automated door and wait for the security officer to verify your identity. Before exiting the train, be sure to check your area for personal belongings. Thank you, and have a very safe and productive day.
Good morning, Mr. Freeman. Looks like you're running late.
Alright, and finally we have arrived. Late for work. Very classy as always. Do your thing, Barney. This is our official first chapter, Anomalous Materials. Alright.
Hey, Mr. Freeman. I had a bunch of messages for you, but we had a system crash about 20 minutes ago, and I'm still trying to find my files. Just one of those days, I guess. They were having some problems down in the test chamber, too, but I think that's all straightened out. They told me to make sure you headed down there as soon as you got into your hazard suit.
Alright, so a couple of things that this mod does, the MMod. First thing is that it improves the textures. It also improves the models a little bit, but keeps them, you know, faithful to the original game, unlike the so-called HD models that Valve offers. And also the Barneys...
Now, where did I leave that shutdown procedure chart?
Would you shut up? And the Barneys also have different voices and slightly different faces as well, from what I've seen, which is pretty nice. So there are a few things that you can actually interact with in the environment here, which again, for its time, this was really advanced. It was really something.
Get away from there, Freeman. I'm expecting an important message.
And you can also throw Barney here by pressing the off. I never understood people who use control for ducking, honestly. Like, if you do that, no hate, but how? I guess I just have small fingers and small hands, but the control key is like nowhere near the WASD keys. C is much more comfortable.
My God, what are you doing?
Come on, Gordon. You trying to get me into trouble?
Yes. There's actually some people who can talk to here.
Good morning, Gordon. Big day today, Freeman. The sample was just delivered to the test chamber.
Alright, and here we actually saw this person on our way to work. I don't know how he managed to beat us to here, but that is the G-Man. We're gonna be seeing a lot of this guy. He's gonna become more relevant at the end of the game, though. But for now, he's just this sort of like mysterious, I mean, he's always mysterious, but he's sort of this like mysterious watcher figure that we're just gonna keep encountering all throughout the game. And this is the second encounter. I'm pretty sure I know where all of the encounters are, so I will try to showcase all of them, but if I miss a few, then oh well. Just thought you play the Exit 8 for a second. No, I don't know why you would think that. That game has nothing to do with Half-Life, but...
You are completely wrong.
Something else you can do here to mess with the scientists is you can turn off the lights. And this guy will actually go and turn them back on.
What are you doing?
Like again, for 1998, this is a lot of interactivity. It's quite impressive. In fact, ironically enough, it's more interactivity than you have in some more modern games. Like, for example, I'm currently playing through Battlefield 3, the campaign. I haven't played that since at least like 2018, 2017. And that campaign, despite being like over a decade newer, barely has any interactivity like this. It's very scripted. So that's something that I really appreciate about Half-Life. Oh, there's even black Barneys.
You got the wrong airlock, Mr. Freeman. You know I can't let you through here.
I didn't know that. That is really cool. I like that. Because the tiles, oh, I guess. No, this is Half-Life. This is the greatest game ever made.
Hello there.
You don't know when Half-Life 1 was made? Come on. Jonas, you're really disappointing me right now. Something else you can do here, interact with, if you spam the microwave.
This all looks nominal. My God, what are you doing?
So this will actually become... try to remember this, because this will become relevant in Half-Life 2. Of course, it doesn't really make a whole lot of sense in Half-Life 2 if you never mess with the microwave in the first game, but if you do, then it's really neat.
Ah, it's good to see you. Why do we all have to wear these ridiculous ties?
So something cool about the locker room here is that all of these names here are actually, well, except Freeman, of course, all of these names are actually names of the developers of the game. Including, you can actually see Laidlaw right here. That's Mark Laidlaw. He's the guy who made the story of the game.
Parameters are still nominal.
Kelly Bailey, I think, was the guy who made the music, but it doesn't seem like he's here. Oh, he is. There you go, Bailey. That's the guy who made the music. For some reason, Gabe Newell isn't here in these lockers, which is peculiar. There is a battery here, so... Oh! You can also see your legs! That is not something that you can do in vanilla. That's pretty cool.
Why do we all have to wear these
Very immersive.
ties?
So, these batteries here, once we pick up the suit, they'll actually give you armor, essentially, when you pick them up. So they're very important. We gotta keep an eye out for them. There's also these healing stations that you can use to heal yourself. And here's our HEV suit, which we're gonna need. This basically serves as our HUD and armor.
Welcome to the HEV Mark IV Protective System Hour for use for hazardous environment conditions. High impact reactive armor activated. Atmospheric
Greeting.
contaminant sensors.
I'm still mind blown that you can actually see your legs.
Looks like you're in the barrel today.
That is so cool.
Automatic medical.
Hello.
I actually really appreciate the fact that there's different types of Barneys. Because in the vanilla game, there's literally only one model for the security guard used all throughout the game. And what's very jarring is that they made that one, like, same-looking model an actual character in Half-Life 2, except it doesn't make any sense, because which one of all the security guards is Barney? But this kind of helps with that, I guess. The flashlight looks a little bit better as well, it seems. But it's still the awful Gold Source flashlight, where it just projects light onto a surface without actually, you know, lighting up the surroundings. It's very jank.
Freeman, it's good to see you.
Yeah, I'm late for work. Shut up. Guy has a mustache.
It's good to see you. Gordon, here you are. We just sent the sample down to the test chamber.
We've boosted the anti-mass spectrometer to 105%. Bit of a gamble, but we need the extra resolution.
The administrator is very concerned that we get a conclusive analysis of today's sample. I gather they went to some lengths to get it.
They're waiting for you, Gordon, in the test chamber.
I actually noticed when they're speaking that you can actually see their teeth as well. That is also a an MMod specific feature. Very interesting. So this is the test chamber. This is where it all began.
That's odd.
Very ominous from out here, honestly. We have to go down there. Ooh.
It's about to go critical.
What the hell is going on with our equipment?
It wasn't meant to do this in the first place.
I actually love this foreshadowing that the game like builds up to. Like, oh, our equipment is failing on us today. This is such an awful day. If only they knew how much worse it's gonna get. Spoiler alert, we're gonna cause a resonance cascade, which is basically an end of the world scenario.
I'm afraid we'll be deviating a bit from standard analysis procedures today, Gordon.
Yes, but with good reason. This is a rare opportunity for us. This is the purest sample we've seen yet.
And, potentially, the most unstable.
Now, if you follow standard insertion procedures, everything will be fine.
I don't know how you can say that, although I will admit that the possibility of a resonance cascade scenario is extremely
Gordon doesn't need to hear all this. He's a highly trained professional. We've assured the administrator that nothing will go wrong.
Yes, you're right. Gordon, we have complete confidence in you.
Well, go ahead. Let's let him in now.
Alright. No sense in delaying the inevitable. There's also a different sound when you jump. Sorry, I'm just nerding over all the differences between this and the vanilla game.
Testing. Everything seems to be in order.
All right, Gordon. Your suit should keep you comfortable through all this. The specimen will be delivered to you in a few moments. If you would be so good as to climb up and start the rotors...
Already ahead of you, pal.
The anti-mass spectrometer to 80% and hold it there until the carrier arrives.
Yeah, again, I've played this game many times before, so... probably won't be very interesting for you guys, unless you're also seeing this game for the first time. Hello, Starry Mohanat. Hopefully I'm pronouncing that correctly. Welcome to the stream.
We'll take it from here.
Power to stage 1 emitters in 3, 2, 1. I'm seeing predictable phase arrays.
The ladder looks kind of goofy
Stage
still.
2 emitters activating now.
I wish there was an option to turn the legs off. I don't think there is.
Gordon, we cannot predict how long the system can operate at this level, nor how long the reading will take. Please, work as quickly as you can.
I mean, if it makes you any happier, Starry,
Capacitors
people
to
butcher my real
1,
name all the time as well.
5%.
So I know how that feels.
It's probably not a problem. Probably, but I'm showing a small discrepancy in... Well, no, it's well within acceptable bounds again. Sustaining sequence.
Again, the foreshadowing.
I've just been informed that the sample is ready, Gordon. It should be coming up to you any moment. Look to the delivery system for your specimen.
Right?
What's that? Gordon!
Maybe I should have been slower.
Attempting shutdown.
Oh, wow.
It's not.
Those explosions look amazing. Holy crap. Okay, those explosions look way better than in the vanilla game. Very nice. I'm pretty sure the guy who made this mod is also Ukrainian, which makes it even cooler. Am I gonna get fired for this? Whoa. This is a preview of where we're gonna end up later in the game. Oh, wow! Okay, that looks so much cooler and creepier than in the vanilla game. Because in the vanilla game, their eyes don't glow. Okay, so far I'm really impressed by the MMod. The only thing I kinda don't like are the legs. Is there a way to turn those off? MMod settings. Camera animations, jump, land jolt. I think that's just the sound, camera view, raw view, detail textures. Game difficulty, I should have increased that. I don't know if it's too late. Texture filtering. Oh, first person. Oh, you can turn those off. Okay. I'm gonna turn those off. Projectile bullets. Fade corpses. Okay, I think the rest is fine. Oh, much better. Okay. So we just caused the resonance cascade, which is basically an end of the world scenario, by performing this experiment. And essentially what it did is it opened up a rift between our world and an alien border world. So aliens will start invading us, basically. That's the general premise of the story. That's all you need to know for now. A lot of this story will actually be explained in Half-Life 2. Casually destroying the world, yep. Just another day at work in Black Mesa. Nothing to see here. This is all normal, all nominal. Oh, the lighting as well. Impressive, look at that.
Why didn't they listen?
We tried to warn them.
I never thought I'd see a resonance cascade, let alone create one.
Gordon, you're alive. Thank God for that hazard suit. I'm afraid to move him and all our phones are out. Please, get to the surface as soon as you can and let someone know we're stranded down here. You'll need me to activate the retinal scanners. I'm sure the rest of the science team will gladly help you.
So I'm pretty sure these two are supposed to be Dr. Kleiner and Dr.
Who is responsible for
Vance?
this mess? Lead the way.
Who are two characters that you actually get to see in the second game in Half-Life 2. Also, that's a head crab. That's gonna be the first enemy that we're gonna face. Thankfully, this guy can't get you. But pretty soon we're gonna have to deal with these little bastards.
Be careful, Gordon.
Oh wow, he actually doesn't say that in the vanilla game. God, these explosions look so good. Wow, there's even a piece of paper here that... Yeah, sorry for merging over this mod, but this looks so much better than the original game. And somehow, even though it looks better, somehow it also manages to look... Whoa. Okay, that head crab is not there in the vanilla game. Not only does this look better than the original, but it also... still looks fitting, you know? It still keeps that same, like, charm. 90s charm that the original game has. This is our very first weapon, the crowbar. And if I'm not mistaken, yeah, there's a alternate attack which I presume deals more damage. That is not in the vanilla game. Wasn't me. Sorry. Don't worry, I was not the one to kill them, because even if you don't press the button, that elevator still falls. So it's not really your fault. Wow!
Man, did you see that shot?
The crowbar is actually way better than this.
What the hell are these things? And why are they wearing science team uniforms?
And I think this is supposed to be Barney,
What
this guy.
is that? Yeah, we might stand a better chance to team up.
Oh, this guy... Oh, it's a Barney zombie. Well, that breaks the canon. But it makes my life easier, because I get the pistol earlier.
Handgun acquired.
Sorry, I just can't stop myself. I love jibbing things. Whoa, that was a great shot. Get off him. Whoops. Alright, I believe... I'm out of ammo already, but I believe there should be ammo in the locker room. Okay, these enemies were actually not in the vanilla game. I'm actually really glad that the guy added these enemies. Because in the vanilla game, there's like nothing here. Basically, it doesn't really pose a challenge at all. Yeah, the crowbar is actually way better as a weapon. Because in the original game, all you can do is smack. But here, this charge attack actually makes the crowbar a viable weapon for some of these weaker enemies like the head crab. Because the head crab takes, I think, 2 or 3 hits from the crowbar in the vanilla game. But only 1 in this. Okay, thank God there is ammo here. Although I swear, I think there's 2 clips here in the vanilla game. A wrench! Can I use this? Doesn't seem like it. The wrench is actually a weapon that you can use in the... one of the expansion packs in Opposing Force. And it looks exactly the same as this wrench, but sadly I can't get it. That's a shame. No clip and take it. I'm pretty sure it doesn't exist as a weapon. I think it's just a prop. And I don't want to cheat. Okay, so the pistol is different. In the vanilla game, you can hold down left click to keep shooting. And if you hold down right click, it shoots faster but less accurate. Here, you have to hold down right click to keep shooting, and left click only shoots once, it seems. I don't think I like that, to be honest. I do like spamming the pistol in the vanilla game. Oh, so there's ammo here that isn't in the vanilla game. Maybe that's why he changed, removed the clip. Oh, Barnacle is here too. Oh, and a battery. Okay, this is really nice. I never liked that guy anyway. Alright, I gotta go through here. Ooh. Forgot about that heavy grab. And from here.
Get back!
Well, you tried. There's a battery here. That's not there in the vanilla game. You're gonna hear me say that a lot. Whenever I see something that's not in the vanilla game, I will mention it. Rip. Did the glass just hurt me? Huh. Interesting. Oh, there's a wrench. Okay, yeah, that is kind of annoying, because this is the same model as the opposing force wrench, but it's just a prop. I mean, I guess you don't really need the wrench, considering you have this attack, but... Oh. But hey, it would have been cool to have a wrench. You're wasting your food. Look at all this food that went to waste. What the hell, man? I may be a psychopath. Okay, there's our next G-Man sighting. So clearly he knows what's going on. Because he seems very nonchalant about all this. Yeah, I honestly kind of don't like the pistol change. I like being able to spam it. Easy. Okay, is this guy? Yep, he is here. Oh, another crowbar. That's nice. What? Sadly, you cannot have two.
Yes.
Alright, come on. Come with me.
Stay here. Yes, let's go.
There we go. If you actually lead this guy all the way down this hallway, he will open up a room with ammo for you. So you actually do have to be on the lookout for, like, scientists. They can actually help you out. Thanks, bud. Appreciate it. Oh, the grenades still give you 5 per pickup instead of 1. I've actually seen some mods that change it so that each grenade is just 1 pickup instead of 5, but for some reason the guy who made this mod didn't do that. Which I would think makes sense for balancing purposes, but oh well. What is Bashar doing here? I don't know who that is. Oh, we have our introduction of a new enemy. And it's the Vortigons. These guys shoot lightning at you. But they telegraph their attacks very well, so they're honestly very easy to dodge. normally there's a head crab here. Whoa. Were there barnacles here in the original game? I actually get confused sometimes because I've also played Black Mesa. Black Mesa definitely has barnacles down here, but I don't think that the original game does. This seems like a natural environment for barnacles. In gameplay terms, at least. So I would be surprised if these barnacles are not vanilla. I don't think they are. Maybe, I don't remember. Nice to see that you have at least played this game. Because I know that some people on my channel have never played it, like Jonas, for example. Oh, okay, that is new. That is definitely new. This room is normally empty. Oh my... Okay, I'm glad I'm playing on normal and not hard, because this is catching me by surprise. It's like playing the game for the first time all over again. Thanks for the ammo. Okay, that is actually really nice that the elevator actually waits for you, because in the original game it starts moving immediately, and it can be very annoying. I wonder if he changed the head crab part. It's gonna be a rain of head crabs here. Oh, he actually made him a bit smarter. Yeah, wow, okay. In the original game, if you stand here, they will just fall off. Well, they still sometimes do it, but... What the hell? Okay, that was a lot of bullcrap. I hit the elevator and I died. So why are these guys not spawning this time? Oh, there they are. Cheapskate. Do the skip. Nah. I wanna do things legit. I wanna show off the game and how it's intended to be played. Yeah, let me actually prepare my crowbar. Maybe if I stand closer, maybe that'll make them jump prematurely? No? Yeah, I think he actually improved the AI of the head crabs. That is really impressive. Never mind. There's one stuck up there. A battery. Yes. And a boost squid that... Oh, it's dead. Okay, that's good. Another spawn that isn't there in vanilla. Zombie is not there in vanilla. Ow. Another crowbar. There's crowbars all over the place. I kind of don't like that, because I was left with the impression that Gordon has the only crowbar in the entire facility in the original game. I mean, I guess it makes sense to have crowbars in, like, storage areas like this, but still. Sonic 2006 fake rings. Should I play Sonic 06 on the channel? I've actually never played the Sonic game before, but I'm very fascinated with the terrible Sonic games like Sonic 06. Alright, so that right there, my friends, is a boo squid. these guys shoot... Yeah, they shoot poisonous particles at you. And also their melee attack does a lot of damage, so don't let those guys get close to you. At least their, like, ranged attack is very inaccurate. Apparently my pistol is inaccurate too. God. You're showing the same time as Zell. That's unfortunate, because this is the only convenient time for me. I couldn't stream earlier even if I wanted to. Also, welcome back to the stream, Ryan. These boxes take a long time. I wonder if it's quicker to just use the heavy attack on the boxes. I should try that out next time. There's a healing station there, but I don't need it. This is the real Black Mesa, yes. That boost squid is not there in vanilla. Ah, I wonder if these lamps actually sway like that in vanilla. I don't think they're even in vanilla. Huh. Interesting. Hello, Kukoso. Welcome to the stream. Okay, let's put this theory to the test. Okay, I don't think that's faster. Excuse me, I'm testing science here. I'm testing how quickly a crowbar can break a box. Okay, maybe that is a little bit faster. I don't know. I can't tell. I'm just gonna keep using the regular attack. Okay, yeah, this pistol I'm not a fan of at all, because I'm holding down left click because I'm used to have left click actually perform this auto function, and it's not doing it. Whoa! Hello. Goodbye. Okay, this room normally has absolutely no enemies in the vanilla game, but I'm glad that there are in this. Because this room is normally way too easy. Another wrench that I can't pick up. Can't wait until pre-release plus. Someone actually said that in the Discord. Huh. Oh, okay. This always... Ooh! I wonder if that's just an effect? I don't think it is. Okay, maybe it was just an effect. I thought those things would actually fall the moment I stepped on them. Do they actually fall? Like if you stay on them for too long, do they actually fall? I wonder. It's too late to check now, but some other time I should check. See if that is the case. Because if it is, that would be cool. Oh! Again, I'm running on autopilot. Normally there's not a barnacle there. What the hell just hit me? Oh, that crab. Only Adrian can pick up wrenches, of course. So true, only he's allowed to use the wrench. That explains it, that's why I can't pick up the wrench. Oh, okay. I was not expecting this. There's actually new G-Man sightings in this. Because normally the G-Man does not appear there in the vanilla game. That is really cool. Okay, so I gotta keep my eye out for more G-Man sightings then. Wow, this chapter is very different actually from the vanilla game. It's a lot of very minor differences like that. He's sneaky, yes. Office complex. Alright. This elevator music, I love that.
Wouldn't you like to get
What an idiot. If that was not obvious enough, we can't go this way. That'll kill us. I need you to kick the vents instead. It's the best gaslighting thing in any video game. Yes. Alright, so in this room, some of the tiles, the ceiling tiles, appear wet. That's because they conceal barnacles.
Gordon, no, it was you. I'd have let you in. Everyone's heading for the service.
Just spraying my blood on the
Not to stay
wall.
put. Someone is bound to come by and rescue us.
Jank lighting. I wonder if that's I wonder if that's an actual. Oh, there is no multiplayer. Okay, that is interesting. So instead of removing the feature where you can spray your logo on the walls, he makes it so that you spray blood on the walls. I guess that makes sense. I don't know why Gordon would do that. I guess he really is a psychopath in the canon. Right, we do have some goodies here as well as some annoyances. Yes, go hug the HECU. They are there to save you, of course. We don't know that yet. We haven't gotten to that part of the story yet. Okay, so here's something that I am embarrassed to admit. I actually didn't find out that this guy has a scripted animation sequence and he does actually open up the door for the longest time. Because normally, when this guy, like, breaks down the door, I shoot him immediately and kill him. But then I always see that there's like some ammo behind him, and I'm like, how do I get there? I cannot break down the door myself. You're supposed to let him break down the door, and they can sneak in and actually pick up the ammo. Again, really embarrassing, I know, but I didn't know that until relatively recently. That might be special too bad. Oh! Get out of there. Yes, the shotgun! I can't wait to see how this works. This guy looks like Duke Nukem.
Oh, what's that stench? Roger that. Let's run like hell.
Oops. Wrong weapon. Ooh, lots of ammo. Lots of head crabs too. You better watch out, guy. I like how I saved him from the zombie just so he could open the door so I can get ammo, but I didn't care if he got hit by the head crab. This goes to show what a great friend I am. Reliable person. Okay, this ladder is kind of weird. I guess we're just leaving him there then. He doesn't want to follow us. I don't blame him that he doesn't want to follow us after that. Alright, so here you gotta be careful because the water is electrified. So don't touch it. Until you've turned off the lights. Now it's safe to touch. It kinda looks like Carney, Canadian PM. I don't know what the current Canadian PM looks like. Google. I'm in the middle of something here, right? I'll Google it later. Alright, here we have to be quick. Because we have a turret right there. You can turn it off from here, thankfully. Too bad it always kills that side of this. You can also get a shotgun from here in case you missed the first one. That's something I also really like about Half-Life, that some weapons you can actually get earlier, which gives you an advantage if you just explore more, because the first shotgun that we got is actually in a completely optional area, but this one is literally on the path. Well, I guess you still have to kind of go out of your way, because you have to come this way to actually pick it up, but still, it's more like on rails than the first shotgun is. No idea what you're talking about, Ryan. I don't follow Canadian politics.
Bring it on! Okay, why not? Didn't want to die.
Pussy. I don't know why I need, but I never had problems with vents. Looks like you just got unlucky with that. Whoa! I wonder if that's a vanilla thing. I never even thought about approaching the vent. Huh. It might be a vanilla thing. God, those explosions look so good. What's wrong with Barney? This is uncanny. This is not Barney. Basically, security guards have variations in their face, and there's even black security guards. So there's a lot of variety, which I really like. Okay, the shotgun thankfully works the same. If it ain't broke, don't fix it. I really don't know why he changed the pistol. I hate the pistol change, but I'm glad that the shotgun remains the same. How did I miss? Come on. This guy's still panicking in there.
I hope those people in the Lambda lab can get this under control. What a peculiar odor. I'm not so sure I want to go to the surface. What if the world finds out what we were doing down here?
Well, you might as well stay in the dark then. I actually really love that line, because it really puts into perspective just how little you know about the facility. Like, yeah, sure, we get to find out more about their questionable ethics later on, but we never really, like, learn the full extent of this. Of what's going on in the facility. I love jibbing stuff in this game, in case you haven't noticed. Right, so pro tip, come up here, activate the turret and then turn it off. Otherwise the turret will actually activate and shoot at you if you come up the stairs the usual expected route. Expected way.
That should be something to her to destroy this transmission. Soldiers have arrived, and they're coming to rescue us. I believe something smells quite foul here.
Alright, so soldiers are on their way to rescue us. That's good news. Here's something funny. I failed again because of this pistol change, because I held down left click by instinct. I love blowing up the zombie with that crate, but I guess we can't have nice things. Okay, so far the enemy placements in Office Complex seem to be mostly the same.
Hey, what the hell are you doing down here? Get topside! I hear troops are coming in to save us. Okay, I'll cover you. That'll look nice in my trophy room.
I should probably increase the difficulty, because this is way too easy. Although I am a bit scared to increase the difficulty, since whenever there is new enemy spawns... You know what? Let's do it. Let's just do it. I wonder if it actually takes effect, though, or if I have to start anew. Because if I have to start over, that's gonna suck. I'm not starting over. I've already been live for an hour. Jeez. It's gonna take longer than I expected. We have a lot of chapters left. Arnie, Barney, Carney, Darney. Yeah, that's basically the Black Mesa security staff in a nutshell. Yeah, you go get him, Arnold.
Got another
Saw
one.
Earthbound in the title and got excited. Oh, this is Half-Life. Welcome back, James. Normally I play on hard, but I switched to hard with a bit of a delay this time around. Stop. Alright, this door is locked, so we have to go around. I wonder if there's a G-Man sighting up there. Good thing the military is here to rescue us and get us to safety. Yes, I'm really excited to meet them. Stream Geometry Dash. I don't play that game. I haven't touched the Geometry Dash since my high school days. Because I only ever played that game on my phone in class when I was bored. Ever since I finished high school, I didn't really feel a need to play it. Don't worry guys, I'm jibbing them so I can give them a proper burial, you know? That's how we do things in my country. We turn people into minced meat before we bury them. Ah, these bullsquids are tanky on hard. Some recreated stuff like FNAF and Celeste. Okay, I understand how you can recreate Celeste, but FNAF? That's impressive. Bull squid here. These bull squids really are tanky on hard. I like this. Ooh, the head crabs are really tanky as well. Even the heavy attack isn't enough to kill them. Huh. Alright, so what you have to do here is start this lift thingy and then you have to get up on it. Also, fun fact, if I didn't kill that bull squid, if I left it alive, Do you mind? Wow, these guys actually hurt. Holy crap. If I didn't kill that blue squid, if I instead left it alive and I came here to like beat my meat, all of these like little meat parts or body parts or whatever that fall to the ground would actually work to distract the blue squid, which is a really neat little detail. And that is actually a vanilla Half-Life thing. Oh, these guys take 3 hits with pistol. Okay, apparently these boxes are unbreakable. There we go. I don't even know why I'm breaking them, because clearly there's nothing in them, but... I like smashing stuff, okay? Don't judge me. I had a rough day today. I want to take out my frustration. Why does every game become Roblox? Because every game wants to do everything at once to attract the most customers, I guess. Someone even made a Beat Saber remake with 3D objects. Interesting. Giving the players too much freedom just doesn't do Roblox. Take that out of context. Minecraft is paid Roblox, Geometry Dash is 2D Roblox, Fortnite is shitty Roblox, etc. Oh, come on! I was reading comments. Okay, focus. There we go. There's a headcrab down there. There we go. I actually quite like the sparks. They're kind of like the Black Mesa ones, except low quality, of course. Not low quality, but low resolution. The batteries still give me a lot of charge, even on hard. I mean, clearly the difficulty did change because the enemies are tougher, but it doesn't seem like it changed the pickups and how much they give me. MMod is just Valve's Roblox, true. Yeah, I know that it's not made by Valve, but they licensed it, so I still call it a Valve product. I even call Black Mesa an unofficial Valve product.
Hey, don't count on the cavalry finding us down here. Head for the surface.
Also, you can see how, because of the MMod, those are actual bullets and not hit scan weapons. Because in the vanilla Half-Life, all of the weapons except the crossbow are hit scan. But this mod actually makes it so that all the weapons are bullets. You can turn that off if you want to as well in the settings, which is nice. But I think that having them be bullets is better because it means that you can dodge bullets more easily. I mean, you might be asking yourself, why would you want to dodge bullets? Like, the security guards don't shoot at you. Well, we'll see. Also, here's another G-Man sighting. This one is vanilla. I put the Steam section in my Steam library. Put it in the Steam section in my... what? Oh, Valve section. Yeah, actually, I also have... I think I also have Gmod in my Valve Complete Pack collection on Steam. Anything that Valve licenses just eventually falls into the is it made by Valve but something Valve would have made category. I mean, if you think about it, James, what games have Valve actually made? Like, Valve themselves, the original Valve. Just Half-Life, really. Because Portal 2 and Portal 1, of course, were actually student projects that got turned into Portal eventually. Left 4 Dead was also like its own thing before Valve stepped in and took over. Dota 2 was purchased by Valve, so they didn't make it. I'm trying to think what else is like actually made by Valve. I guess Ricochet. Counter-Strike also started out as a mod. Team Fortress started out as a mod. I'm pretty sure Day of Defeat started out as a mod as well. We've got hostiles, okay. Portal Revolution, Portal Stories Mill. I still need to play those two mods. That means you should get hired by Mojang because you made InfDev Plus. So true. Ricochet is the biggest game ever. We need Ricochet 2. Come on, Valve. I know you can't count to 3, but you can clearly count to 2. Where is Ricochet 2? I demand it. Valve just found whatever had crazy potential as a successful game and bought it. Yep, pretty much. Except Half-Life, of course.
For God's sake, open the silo door! They're coming for us! It's our only way out! Oh, my
that zombie's
God,
strong. What an idiot. Noob. Now, there is actually a skip that you can do here. I presume that the MMod has patched it, but basically, this scientist here that's panicking, if you like push him as he's panicking, he could come up here and open the door for you. Thus, essentially skipping the entire chapter, but of course, I don't want to do that. A dead soldier. That's not a good sign. It's also not a good sign that the turret is shooting at me, but maybe it's just malfunctioning. Yeah, new weapon! Ricochet 2 before Half-Life 3. Honestly, that is sad because that's true. I wouldn't be surprised if we get Ricochet 2 before Half-Life 3. Apparently there are leaks, and a lot of them of a new Half-Life game, but we'll see. Does MMod patch the climbing on bombs glitch to skip some chapter? To skip the... Fuck, what is it called again? On rail? Oh no, power up. I don't know actually. That's something that I can test out once we get there. I took way too much damage there. I really should focus. Okay, that was a waste of ammo. Yeah, power up. I don't know. We'll find out. Okay, the second grenade was a bit of a waste. Oh, these guys shoot fast. Normally they don't shoot this fast in the vanilla game. Here, can't speak. Apparently these turrets have telepathy because this guy somehow sensed that his buddy died. So now he's aggro. Shit. Okay, maybe hard is actually hard. Hey, where did you come from? Oh, come on. You know what? I had enough of this. Close the gate. Whenever you see lasers, there are turrets nearby, so you gotta be careful. Thank you, scientists, for serving as distractions. Oh, battery power, much needed. Oh, there's the Gmod sighting for this chapter. I think almost every chapter has a Gmod sighting. Don't quote me on that, but I think that's the case. Yay, our saviors!
Oh, no.
Oh dear!
Okay, this is a Half-Life Source moment. Oh, there we go. That was a bit of a Half-Life Source moment. This guy is supposed to kill the scientist. He went after me instead. But yeah, basically the military isn't here to save us. It's actually here to kill us. So, a new enemy type. It's a very fun one as well. I actually love fighting the military in this game. The AI is very good. Gmod sighting. Did I say Gmod sighting? I meant G-Man sighting. Let me prepare my weapons.
Is extremely improbable.
Also, I shouldn't have lowered the music because I can barely hear it. I'm gonna increase it again. Oh shit, shit, shit! Damn, these guys are really tanky on hard. Use the barrels to your advantage. Thankfully there's a charging station right here. Wow, these really don't give you a lot on hard. Half-Life 3 should be about committing a felony and fighting the army. So true. Sometimes even the big boxes have stuff, by the way. Yeah, see? That's why I'm breaking every single box I find. Batteries, excellent. All things considered, I'm doing very well here. Even though I'm taking damage. Could be worse. These barnacles. Because otherwise they're gonna be in my way. Also, I completely did not mention, but these laser trip mines here, if you actually touch the laser, they will explode, so you gotta be careful. Eventually you will get access to them though. Shit, shit, shit. Okay, I'm slowly getting used to this control change on the pistol, but I still don't like it. Oh, charging station. Good, excellent. This chapter is the least memorable for me, mostly because how much I died here. Wouldn't that make it the most memorable because you died a lot here? I honestly quite like We've Got Hostiles. I should do like a tier list at the end of this playthrough. Like a chapter tier list. If you die a lot here, James, I don't know what to tell you, because this chapter is still not that difficult. Did you die a lot in surface tension, perchance? Because that is considered to be the hardest chapter in the game. Yes. Okay, well, that makes sense. Come on! Okay, well, let's see if this... Oh, you can still climb these, so no. To answer your question, James, no, you cannot... Is there even a trip mine here in the vanilla game? I don't think there is. But yeah, to answer your question, you can still hop onto these things. Oh wow, the recoil on this thing is insane. Jeez. He nerfed the hell out of the submachine gun. Oh my god. That feels wonky. I don't know if I like that. I have to get used to it first. Died a lot. It's not bad. What difficulty did you play on, James? Where? There he is. I should not have killed that barnacle, because normally these guys are stupid enough to walk straight into the path of the barnacle and die. Oh well. I guess I'm even more stupid for not keeping the barnacle alive there. I really like the new sound effects though when you change weapons. Although I don't like the sound effect of pumping the shotgun. I really love the simple click of the original. Hard. Okay, that explains it then. Don't play games on hard. Like, I have a personal rule. Whenever I'm playing a game for the first time, I always play on normal. Sometimes even easy, depending on the game. I only play on hard once I've played the game at least once. Preferably even more times. Because otherwise I just don't have fun, you know? Because I don't know what to expect. I'm out of grenades? Okay, that's gonna make this firefight a lot harder, because normally I just spam grenades down there. And it sorts itself out. Yeah, a nice throw, buddy. Yeah, this thing is kind of hard to use. Somehow it's... I think somehow... I'm not sure how this works. I really don't want to waste ammo, but... Okay, that is very weird. So, the visuals of the recoil are vertical, but the spread is horizontal. That is very peculiar. Because I was gonna say, like... The bobbing, the recoil, doesn't seem like it's actually affecting my accuracy, and I guess that is the case. Huh. I honestly don't like it in that case. It's a bit disorienting. I think you can turn it off. Can you turn it off? Let me see. You can customize most things. Death effect, I don't even know what that is. Projectile bullets, definitely want to keep that on. Fancy crossbow scope. I do want to keep that on. Extra HEV stuff, yes. Weapon inertia, is it this? Performance intensive light effects, okay. Is it this? No, it's not. Okay, I don't know what it is then. I might as well turn that back on. In-game FOV. Oh, you can actually change your FOV. That is useful to know. Right, camera view, raw angle, and speed. Ah. I'd lower that. No. Okay, whatever. I'm not gonna mess with it too much. Apparently, I cannot turn that off. It's whatever. I'll get used to it. I was told Half-Life 1 was really easy. Half-Life 1... It's easy on easy difficulty, and even normal. On hard, it actually is a challenge if you're playing it for the first or even second time. Like, the only reason why I'm making this look easy is because I played this game a lot, and even I am, like... I wouldn't say struggling, but I'm not, like, doing as well as I would hope to do. Here we have a very intensive firefight, actually. And I don't have any armor, so it's gonna be interesting. Oh, this recoil is so annoying. Yeah, they're trying to bomb me! Okay, I'm out of armor. This is bad. The worst part is that I can't even check if these boxes have anything for me, because this helicopter, whatever it is gonna start bombing me. I have to be quick here. Not worth the risk. Thankfully, we do have a charging station right here, so that's good. How much does it actually give me? 35. Okay, wow. I'm used to 50. I'm normal. Oh, John! Where did you come from? That's a bit early for you, my guy. Because there's a bunch of guys that drop by from this thing. This thing will actually keep dropping soldiers on you, so you gotta be fast. Get out of there fast. You have no way of killing it yet. We will get the means to kill those planes in the future. How did you survive a... whatever. So right here we have a bunch of optional areas actually, which have loot, which I desperately need. Desperately need battery. I think there should be, yes, there is some battery here. That's good. Welcome back, Rai. I honestly like this part of the chapter. I like the entire chapter. There are chapters I don't like. We'll get to see those as we go. But I would say the first half of the game is honestly...
I've heard you 12 dumbass scientists and not one of them fought back. This sucks.
Here's one that fights back. Bastard. Killing my friends. Only I'm allowed to kill my friends. You got nothing. I guess I really don't have nothing. That ate through my suit power. I'm here, the HECU certainly have heroically saved you by now. Yes, yes they have. As you can see, I'm perfectly safe. Hiding in the vents. They gave me this idea, by the way, so yeah, I owe them a lot. Where am I going? I'm getting a bit turned around here. I think I'm going this way. Yeah, I think we got everything from here. Be very careful with this fan, it will kill you. I need more battery. This is going very slowly. I was expecting this to only take me about an hour and a half, and it's already been an hour and a half, and we still have 3 more chapters to go. 4 even, but the 4th one is relatively short. Did you know Half-Life 2 is set in the Balkans? I don't think it's set in the Balkans. I think it's set in Ukraine, question mark. But the city, like City 17 is based off of Sofia, which is the capital of Bulgaria. I do know that much. But I don't think it's actually set in Bulgaria. I think it's more so set in probably Belarus or Ukraine.
Well, so much for the government. Their idea of containment is to kill everyone associated with the project. Judging from your hazard suit, I'd say you were part of what went wrong. Isn't that right? Now look, if anyone can end this catastrophe, it's the science team in the Lambda complex at the opposite end of the base. With the transit system out, I couldn't tell you how to get there. But there's an old decommissioned rail system somewhere through here, beyond the silo complex. If you can make it through the rocket test labs, you might be able to worm your way through the old tunnels to track down whatever's left of the Lambda team. You can trust them. You can trust all of us. Good luck.
Talking about that, Rai, I guess it makes sense that the main inspiration for City 17 was Sofia, because the guy, like the main artist who worked on City 17 is actually Bulgarian himself, but unfortunately he passed away recently. Also, we're now entering my absolute favorite chapter, in this first half of the game at least, which is Blast Pit. I love this chapter, I just love the concept of this chapter, and I think it's paced perfectly. Here you can see how inaccurate the blue squid is. Can't kill 2 head crabs. Hello, The Real. Welcome to the stream. Also, I have not mentioned this yet, but normally the way I play this game is I always dedicate a specific weapon to a specific enemy type. So I use the crowbar not really to kill anything, I use it just to break boxes to save on ammo. I use the pistol for head crabs, barnacles, and zombies, because they're slow, dumb, and don't have a lot of health. I use the submachine gun for quick but weak enemies, because it's not a very strong gun. So I use it mostly for hound eyes and sometimes for soldiers, if I don't have anything else. And of course I use the grenade launcher for the soldiers as well. The shotgun I basically use for almost everything, except head crabs. I sometimes use it for zombies, I always use it for Vortigons. And yeah, I sometimes use it for hound eyes and grunts. I always use it for the soldiers. Basically, I'm gonna talk about my strategy with weapons as we go. But these are the weapons we have so far. Oh, and also grenades. Grenades I normally use for obstacles rather than enemies. Because they're very slow to arm, so they're not very effective against enemies. Usually most enemies will run away from the grenade if you use it. So that's why I prefer using grenades for obstacles like turrets and whatnot. There's more of them down there. Yeah, so far these chapters are actually... I guess only the very first chapter was changed drastically. Unforeseen consequences. Because all these other chapters, they look pretty much the same. And they play the same as the vanilla game. How did I not crush that guy? That is a lot of bull. Bull squid? I'm not even gonna bother with these guys. I should probably step off. I'm not gonna go back to kill those guys, because this is already going on for very long, so I'm just gonna rush past. Oh man, if only I had my weapon that I normally use for long range. We're actually gonna get it at the end of this chapter. Because the SMG honestly sucks for long range. It's good only for mid-range. Finally, jeez, I wasted more than a clip on that guy. I always find myself running out of SMG ammo in this chapter. So I have to rely on the shotgun. At least I have plenty of that. Plenty of ammo for that, I should say. Now there's always another bull squid that spawns once you're up here. You don't have to kill it, but I like killing it. Look at how inaccurate the bull squids are. I was honestly hoping that the creator of MMod would have fixed their accuracy, but I guess not. The most forgotten enemy in Half-Life for a reason, I guess, because they kind of suck. I do like their design, like visually, but yeah, fighting them isn't a whole lot of fun. Also, this here shows us that they are immune to radioactive waste. They can just swim in it. It's been months since I've been in this guy's streams. I feel like he doesn't know me anymore. No, I think I remember you. Your name sounds familiar. But yeah, I haven't streamed in ages. I think it's like 6 or 8 months that I haven't done a stream. So I don't really blame you. I've been watching his Cry of Fear streams before. Yeah, the Cry of Fear streams. Those were, I think, December, if I'm not mistaken. I've been seeing more bots appear in the streams as of late. Not on my streams, thankfully, but I did have a bot problem a while ago. During the Polyworld streams. Not these streams, yeah. Yeah, AI is everywhere. The dead internet theory is real, by the way. It's pretty much been confirmed. No way, the real Brian Griffin. February or March? No, it definitely wasn't February or March. Because I was working on my graduation stuff until February, and then in February and March I was looking for a job. So definitely wasn't then. There's batteries over there. I need those. Let's go get them. Show you how you can get those. Come on. One thing I hate about the shotgun, but I guess it's a necessary evil, is that it reloads so slow. But I guess that's a balancing thing. Makes sense. Alright, normally I don't have to go for those batteries, but since I'm playing on hard, I'd much rather do that. You can just barely walk across this thing. And that is how you get the batteries here. Also, the Rio, Cry of Fear started out as a mod for this game, and it runs on the same engine. Just so you know. There we go. Don't touch the ground. The floor is lava, quite literally. Remember when we thought Tristan was AI? I wonder what happened to Tristan. I was about to say he's not been on my streams for a while, but then I remembered, oh right, because I banned him several times. I think you told me that one of the Cry of Fear streams about you talking about in college, I think. Yeah, that's because while I was doing those streams, I was still in university. I graduated in February. But the streams were during December, I'm pretty sure, and I was still doing my graduation work at that time. Found another YouTuber that is likely going into the old MC mod rabbit hole, so InfDev Plus might get another video about it. Honestly, I don't even care anymore. Tristan still tweets on Twitter with random phrases and whatnot. It's funny to observe. I don't find it... Oh crap, I misclicked. I don't find it funny, I find it sad. The guy didn't even care that I hit him. He just kept eating. Must have been very hungry. Rip. Probably should stop the infrastructure I'm gonna rely on to walk around here, but oh well. Okay, those headcrabs died in one hit from the shotgun. I don't know why that other one didn't. Wow, the zombies even are tanky. They take 2 double shotgun blasts.
Destroy the damned thing before it grows any larger. Stop!
I do believe there is a... Yes, there is. Okay, let's try to get there. Oh, come on! Why didn't that not work? How are you supposed to get up there? Whatever. I wanted to get some extra armor, but I guess I can't have nice things. So this is why this is my favorite chapter. This thing is just so cool.
No! Get it off me! Get it out! Get it out!
Oh, that bug with the scientist being desynced, his animation being desynced from the tentacle, is actually fixed in the vanilla game. But I guess because the developer of this mod based it on an older version, because he was working on this mod for a long time, because I'm pretty sure he's from Ukraine, so he was unable to actually work on this for a long while because of the, ongoing situation there. It's unfortunate, really, but yeah, I think he based it off of an older version of Half-Life, so that's why that bug still exists. I'm surprised he hasn't fixed it himself. But yeah, this thing is basically a big obstacle. It's invincible, even explosions won't kill it. The only way to kill it is to, as that scientist said before expiring, fire the rocket engine. And for that we need to activate fuel, oxygen, and power. So basically this whole level is just going around here, activating a bunch of switches, and then burning this thing to a crisp. It might sound very boring and, I guess, uninspired, but honestly, it's executed so well that I just love it. I'm gonna be back. Okay, see ya. I think you already left, but see ya. I feel bad for the corporations who get tagged by Christian and have to decide what his messages mean. I'm pretty sure they don't care. They don't even care about their normal consumers, so... Corporations are not people, exactly. I work corporate, I would know. There's people who work in corporate, but corporations themselves are not people. I mean, obviously, but yeah. Yeah, feel bad for the employees, not the corporations. The corporations are awful. Again, I would know, because I work corporate. I feel so bad for Ukraine. I do too, trust me. They're my Slavic brothers. So I relate to them. Especially because they're also relatively close to us as well. And that's what happens if you let it get to you. It will literally kill you in one hit. So as that Barney said, this thing can't see us, but it can hear us. So we have to be like sneaking like this, basically, just crouching all the time, and use grenades to distract it. And occasionally you might have to break boxes like so, which will alert you to your presence. So you gotta be quick when you do that. See? This is such a cool concept. Also, I don't think I mentioned how the shotgun works. Basically, every weapon in this game has an alternate fire mode. The crowbar is the heavy attack, however, that's something exclusive to the MMod. It's not in vanilla. In the vanilla game, the crowbar does not have a secondary attack. The pistol, the secondary attack here is it just shoots auto, but in the vanilla game, it shoots fast and inaccurate. The auto fire of the submachine gun is a grenade launcher, but we don't have any ammo for that. And the auto fire of the shotgun is it fires 2 shotgun shells at once. Don't ask me how that works, I don't know, but it's very cool. It's very useful as well. It's packs a punch. Half of corporate accounts are probably AI by now. Yes, I've also noticed that. 1/16th Polish, so I'm 16th of a Slav. I am 1/8 Greek. Which is interesting. My great-grandmother was Greek. So even though I'm Slavic, I'm not completely Slavic. I'm not a pure Slav. 256 Scandinavian. Aren't we all technically African? Because the very first humans were in Africa. We originated in Africa as a species. So I'm pretty sure we're technically all Africans. Alright, this room I never understood. Like the purpose of it, because there's not only just this massive fan here that just blows. But it's also quite dangerous, because in order to turn on the fan, you have to get under it, turn it on, and then be very quick when climbing, otherwise it will chop your head off. Very idiotic structural design. Like, as a video game level, this makes sense, but as a, like, real-world place, it absolutely does not make sense. Like, look, this is not very safe. We are black by soul, yes. Do not abuse this power. This room confused me too. Like, as a game, in a gameplay standpoint, this makes sense, but realistically, you would never see a room like this. in the real world. I'm just gonna use a grenade on this guy. And that still hit me! That hit me for even more than the headcrab would have. That was not worth it. Prepare my shotty. Bunch of zombies! Oh, come on, I'm taking so much unnecessary damage here. It's embarrassing. And here we go. We activate both the oxygen and fuel from the same place. So now all that's left is the power. So let's go to the generator room now. Which is at the bottom floor of the main rocket silo. So we gotta go back to that beast. Sneak past it once more. I found it like 1/16 Native American. So the strategy here, because it's at the bottom floor, throw a grenade at the bottom, and right before you climb the ladder, throw a grenade right there. Oh wow, I actually blew up the boards on the door already. That's nice. Right here, these jumps can be kind of tricky if you're playing this game for the first time. Also, careful here. Power facility. Why are you running? Why are you running? Reload. I'm almost... I'm running out of shotgun ammo here. Now what's annoying is that there's hardly any ammo in this chapter. That's probably my only complaint about this chapter, because if you run out of ammo here, you're kind of screwed. And I use a lot of ammo, because I like killing all the enemies I see. Even the ones that don't really bother me too much, like the barnacles. I guess that's a me problem, but... would have been nice to have some ammo. At least they give you health. I wonder how related we are, Method. Probably not at all. I mean, again, like, all humans are technically related in some way or another, but, yeah. You literally live on the other side of the pond, so... chances of us being related are very low. We are both white. Genghis Khan. Yep.
Thank God, someone with a weapon.
Indeed. Climb onto this pipe, otherwise you will take damage walking through that radioactive sludge. Also, there's a very annoying bull squid down here. Actually, I do have some pistol ammo. Let me try to snipe him. Oh, just barely enough. All I have is my shotgun left now, and barely any ammo for it, too. This kind of sucks, actually. And this is another very weird room. Like, this architecture makes no sense. Why is there a platform just going around? Like, this is an actual freaking hazard. Again, in a gameplay standpoint, this makes perfect sense, because, you know, it's a bit more interesting and challenging, rather than just, oh, climb here, push this button, climb there, push another button. But, like, realistically, this... architecture makes no sense. What is the purpose of this room? Why is it built like this? Why do you have to climb up here, push this button, and then immediately get out before this thing literally pierces you?
This is my hiding spot, and I'm not moving until the situation is drastically improved. Now go away, and don't tell anyone I'm here.
The level design version of anything to keep the plot going, yes. I mean, it's a game from 1998. What do you expect? For its time, it was still incredible. Also, in my headcanon, this guy dies when I turn on the generator. I'm actually not sure if he does die, but I always thought that he does die whenever I turn on the generator. Also, I'm pretty sure you can actually climb on top of this platform and it will take you all around, which is, I guess, a little bit fun. This is really awkward every time. This area, like, one thing I really appreciate about Black Mesa, and that's a game that I'm probably gonna play on the channel as well, and I'm definitely gonna play Half-Life 2 in the episodes, by the way. Again, using the MMod, because there is an MMod for those games as well. But one thing I really appreciate about Black Mesa is the fact that they took areas like that, like very gamey areas, and they still kept them interesting, like gamified, but at the same time they made the architecture actually make sense. Again, I actually really want to play Black Mesa as well on the channel to show you guys, so you can do the comparison.
I suspected this could happen, but the administrator just would not listen.
You're not gonna say the thing?
Excellent.
There you
Someone has restored all power. We'll have the engine up again in no time.
First game I played on my new PC was Black Mesa. Very good. I don't even know what the first game that I played on my PC back when it was new, 3 years ago was. I think it was actually Thief. Unsurprisingly, I love Thief. I'm gonna stream more Thief on Friday, by the way, I have decided. Until then, I'll be streaming this game every day until I finish it. Oh, I forgot about this. So the moment you turn on the power, this water becomes electrified. I was supposed to use these boxes here to actually make a bridge before turning it on. I completely forgot about that, so now I'm gonna have to pay the price. Okay, thankfully I did not take too much damage there. That could have been a lot worse. Damn, I should keep that in mind. My next playthrough. I normally replay this game once a year, by the way. There's only like a couple years that I skipped. I skipped 2016, I think 2017. But other than that, I've basically been playing this game once every single year ever since I first started playing it, which was 2009. It's basically become a gaming tradition for me. I've played it so much that I can literally play it in my imagination without the need of a screen or input or anything. I just ran through it for the first time. Played Minecraft second. I don't even play Minecraft anymore, to be honest. I'm probably gonna return to the game eventually. Like, you never quit Minecraft, you only take breaks from it, as they say. But yeah, I'm currently taking a break from it because I got really burnt out on it. And I've been enjoying my downtime away from the game. Alright, now I can finally test the rocket. Fire the rocket. Honestly, it's kind of sad if you think about it, because this creature was probably just as scared as we are, because it's basically blind, it can't see, and suddenly it finds itself in like a very strange environment. Like, it can sense it, I'm pretty sure, that it's strange. Hearing like explosions and gunshots and like all sorts of loud noises that make it like even more stressed out and scared. It's almost sad that we had to kill it, but we must do what we must in order to proceed. Also, this Barney always dies here, that's funny. Moment of silence for Mr. Tentacle Monster. This is the one part of the game that was good and got even better in Black Mesa. What do you mean the one part of the game that was good? 90% of this game is good. I would say there's only like 2 or 3 chapters in this entire game which I would consider to be bad. Those being Interloper, Residue Processing, and maybe Zen. Although Zen is at least short. All the other chapters are fantastic in my opinion. Yes, even Honoreo. I actually, contrary to popular opinion, I actually really like Honoreo. I think it's overhated for no reason. Also, we got the Magnum. This thing is awesome, by the way. Oh, it looks like he didn't add the zoom-in feature. For some reason, only in multiplayer you can zoom in with the revolver like a sniper rifle. But you can't do that in the single player, and he didn't add that, which is really disappointing. But yeah, this thing is basically like a mini handheld sniper rifle. It deals a crap ton of damage and it's very accurate. I'm saying it got even better. The Zen chapters are hot ass, yes. I mean, I don't mind the Gonarch Slayer or Zen chapters, like the Zen chapter. Because at least that one is short. And Gonarch Slayer is honestly fine. I also think the final boss is okay. It's not terrible. But Interloper is just awful, man. Everything about that chapter is awful. And ironically enough, it's also awful in Black Mesa. I don't know if you actually played through the entire thing. But Interloper is really bad in Black Mesa as well. In fact, I would say Interloper, at least parts of it, are actually worse than the original. Because at least the original is relatively fast. The one in Black Mesa drags on way too long. The only good part about the Black Mesa Interloper is the beginning of it. The part with the Vortigons and the Gargantua chase. But the actual like factory part is really bad, in my opinion. The only bad thing about the entire game. Interloper is hard ass no matter what. Yeah, I feel like that chapter is straight up cursed. To always be bad no matter what. Also, speaking of bad design, I hate this part. Because they basically force you to fall on this table, even though they put health kits here. I was at 90 health and now I'm at 67. That is really unfair in my opinion. Also, you can literally get soft locked because of this. Because you always take damage when you fall. And if you're on low enough health, you basically get soft locked here. That is really bad. Probably the worst design in this game, I would say. Also, now we got these laser trip mines that the HECU unit has been using. The laser trip mines are honestly not that useful. I only ever use them in 2 areas in the game, and you'll see what those areas are in this playthrough. But outside of those areas, they're not really that useful. You're better off just chugging a grenade than relying on these laser trip mines. They just drag them. Thankfully, there is more health to be had. The funny chosen can be used to skip a section of the game. I know of some of the skips. Not all of them, but some of them. Okay, now we're at Power Up, which is a chapter very similar to the previous one. You're again faced with a big obstacle that you can't kill, which is this guy. And you basically have to do a bunch of stuff to get rid of him before you can proceed. Oh, hello. So much for going that way. But yeah, so far, all of these chapters seem to be the same as the base game, so I guess that's fine. I was expecting a bit more, considering the first chapter was so different. But oh well. Oh yeah, he definitely made the Vortigons a lot faster with their attack. Normally in the vanilla game they're so slow that they don't really pose a threat unless you're facing multiple at a time. You don't have cover. that guy is angry.
Mister, you can get the power on. That train will take us straight to the surface.
Ooh.
I would try it myself, but it's a long way down to the generator room, and there are things in the way.
Alright. Going to the surface. Hell yeah. So yeah, this is basically a rehash of the previous chapter. We have to turn on the power in order to kill this big guy here. Also, I forgot to actually show it, but when you first enter this chamber, you actually see the G-Man up here. So that's a G-Man sighting that we missed. But yeah, this might you might say, oh, this is basically the same as the previous chapter. This is so lazy. No, actually, it's the same premise, sure, but it's a different execution. Instead of going for like several chambers with just a bunch of zombies and puzzles, you fight the Marines down there. So it's actually a lot of fun. I really like this chapter as well, and it's a lot shorter as well than the previous chapter. Also, this is a chapter that I think James left, but this is the chapter that you can straight up skip, because there is a wall blocking your path that you're supposed to break with the train. But what you can do is you can just use the laser trip mines to stack them and make like a staircase and climb on top of them. However, doing that does make things harder for you, because without the train you're going to be taking a lot of damage, because the train tracks are electrified and they will deal damage to you. So that's not really a very good idea to skip it. You can do it, but it's not fun. Oh, you're still here. Okay. I know about skip. I know you know, but maybe someone else on the stream doesn't. That's why I'm explaining things. Also, maybe someone would be watching the vlog. So it's good to give context. Oh, we got some grenades for our thingamajig. That's great. Oh man, the animation doesn't have that much weight to it. Not a big fan of the revolver, because the revolver in the original game has a lot of recoil to it. It feels really powerful when you use it. This one doesn't feel that powerful, unfortunately. I always like to kill headcrabs from a distance, because they can be very annoying up close. Why are the HECU so mean? I don't know, man. Yeah, look at that. This thing has basically no recoil. I still love it, though. This is probably my favorite weapon from the game. Actually, no, my second favorite. My absolute favorite is the Tau Cannon, which is a weapon that we'll get much later. Whoa! I don't think that animation is vanilla, because it's never done that in the vanilla game. That was kind of scary, actually. Imagine a Half-Life game, but you're just a normal person. So basically a Half-Life game, but you're forever stuck in the first two chapters. Actually, that does exist. I have played a mod like that. It's called Half-Life Prelude? I forgot, but there is a mod that basically is just that. You just do a bunch of experiments before the start of the base game. It's pretty interesting. It still takes 2 hits to kill soldier with this, even on hard. That's good. This thing is really powerful. I love it. Here we have a turret. And a guy. I always like to break the radios, because even though it doesn't really do anything, in my head canon, Gordon breaks the radios to prevent these guys from communicating with one another. But here we have a bunch of these guys who are gonna come out, and we just snipe them. Down here there's health, very easy to miss. I'm gonna use some grenades here. Shit, 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 shit! Oh my god! These guys are kicking my ass. I hear another one. Where is he? Oh, there's two more. Jeez. Don't join the dark side, right? Please. Might be tempting, but don't. Okay, let's have the head crabs distract that guy. Is there more juice in this healing station? I took so much damage there. Jesus Christ. Can I, like, play this smart? No, don't shoot me, you bastard! Well, let's try that again. Oh, I hate not having the zoom. Just like the old MC assets vibe and prefer to keep it. I guess that's better than being like a straight up purist, but some of the old textures are really ass as well. I have 6 grenades, I should just spam grenades here. That's how you do it. Oh shit. How did that not kill you? Come on. Thankfully there are plenty of supplies here, so it should be good. Thank you for that. Oh, you do you. That does actually do damage to you. I learned that the hard way in the past. I wonder why that radio deals damage to you and explodes, but the other ones don't. Maybe they're too small, I don't know. Oh! Alright, so here's the deal. This is one of those 2 areas that I mentioned where I actually like to use the trip mines. Because we're gonna be coming back through this area and there will be more grunts to fight. So what I like to do is I like to place a bunch of these down. We actually get more from these boxes as well. Even though I'm pretty sure they don't come all the way out here. But this is what I like to do. I like to place a bunch of these down. Because I'm never gonna use these for anything else anyway. Let me go back to get that other one. So when I actually emerge from here, these guys will start moving, and actually they're really dumb when it comes to trip mines, and they straight up don't see them. So they don't avoid them, and they're just gonna walk straight into them and die. It's gonna be glorious, trust me. Okay, I think that's good enough. Now we are ready to head down. Here we go. Let's find the switch. Here you have to be careful. Because you don't want these guys blowing up the trip mines, triggering the trip mines. You want to keep these, because there will be an ambush on your way back. Alright, time to turn on the power. Just find mods program out revisions for other mods. Just end up becoming more like Crappa. I still don't like Jappa's textures, but I wouldn't go that far just to say, oh, some of these look like Jappa textures. Alright, we cannot turn on the power. If we take a look at here, that's dry. That isn't. So clearly there's a problem downstairs. Let's go and check it out. I see what the problem is. The area is flooded. And there's a zombie. And the reason why the area is flooded, these boxes were placed here for some reason. Break the boxes and we can now turn on the power. It's not bad, just not Minecraft style. Sometimes they are. I would enjoy the aesthetic of notches, jagged and rough early textures before 1.14. Not all of those textures are notch. In fact, I would say the only notch textures are from Alpha and maybe early Beta. But in early Beta, he already had an artist on the team, so... Notch's style was basically the Alpha textures. You can hear that there's a bunch of these guys now, so I'm gonna get the revolver ready. Blow those up. And yes, you can actually trigger the trip mines by shooting at them. I'm gonna prepare this, because I'm gonna also shoot out a grenade. Okay, there's only 3 guys that spawn up here. Thankfully, there's that guy, and there's also a guy immediately outside. We're gonna snipe him with this. There he is. Alright, we made it. Very nice. Keep complaining about ammo. I probably should have gone back there to loot some of the corpses, but oh well. I don't need ammo. I'm good at this game. Alright, now that the power is turned on, let's kill this son of a bitch. Oh, forgot that this guy spawns here. But yeah, the revolver I basically use as a replacement for the shotgun whenever there's something at long range. So I use the revolver for basically the same enemies as I use the shotgun. So Vargons, Grunts, and the soldiers. Oh god, this guy's right there. Well, let's try to sneak past him. I cannot afford to take too much damage from him. So what you have to do is you have to lead him down this tunnel. Right down here, and quickly push this switch. And that'll kill him. Just like that. Also, I'm pretty sure if you approach that area, you will also die. Those crates have grenades, but we're full on grenades, so no need to get them. And now we can finally take the cart and get out of here. We have 2 more chapters to go before I end this stream, and it's already been 2 hours, so this is taking a lot longer than I expected. I'm gonna try to hurry it up because I do have some stuff I need to do before I go to bed. Right, we have to flick on this switch to turn this around.
You better go on without me.
Alright. And here is that wall that you can't get through unless you use trip mines to climb over it. And I'm not sure if this mod actually fixes that. Because the fix is relatively easy, just add like an invisible wall. Power on a rail.
Freeman, I've been waiting for you. One of your scientist pals said to give you a message. You're supposed to take this old rail system up to some kind of satellite delivery rocket. I don't know where it is exactly, and the old guy was so worried about getting out of here alive, he didn't tell me. Main thing is, the military aborted the launch, so when you do find the rocket, you'll have to get up to the control room and launch it yourself. He said something about a Lambda team needing the satellite in orbit if they were ever going to clean up this mess.
Alright, so we actually have an objective now, and the story is moving along. In order to stop the invasion, we have to shoot out a satellite in orbit. The military, for some reason, aborted the launch. I guess it would make sense if they launched it, if they want to prevent this, so I don't know what their geo is.
Well, I got hit pretty hard.
But, yeah, that is our new objective. Now, on a rail, this chapter, a lot of people hate this chapter for some reason. They say it drags on for too long, that it is confusing and all that stuff. Even the first time I played this game, I was never lost in here or confused. I really don't understand where all the complaints are coming from, because I think this is a very well-designed chapter. Sure, I guess I can see why you would complain that it drags on for too long, but I think it's a good length. I'm personally a fan of this chapter. I don't care what you say. But yeah, the whole premise of this is that you use these minecart thingies. You go past like each and every area, and you can stop along the way to collect supplies like this. It's really cool. I like it. It's a very open-ended. For a linear game like this is a welcome change of pace, in my opinion. And again, I don't understand why people hate it so much. Careful of that. You can shoot these things here to change the direction. But we're not gonna do that because there's a thing blocking our path. There's a turret up there as well! That was a cheap shot. Alright. We will get a chance to go up there. Alright, so this part of the level is one big loop. Those are those same wooden beams where we got that battery. What we have to do is we have to go backwards and then go that way in order to proceed. Again, it's not really that confusing at all. I think there's enough landmarks to actually have you be like, oh, this is where I'm at. This is where I haven't been yet. Let's go there. I really don't understand why people find this so confusing. I actually would be curious to hear your opinion on this, James. When you first played this chapter, did you get lost? Because am I the only one who never got lost in this chapter? I feel like this chapter adds a lot, but can be confusing the first time, is mainly... Yes, a lot. It feels very big. I guess it does feel bigger than it actually is, but... I don't really remember having too many problems with this. Like, I never had to look up a walkthrough of this game, of any of the chapters. If anything, I had to look up of a walkthrough in Half-Life 2 Episode 2, and I think some areas of Half-Life 2. But not the original. I think the original game is way better than Half-Life 2 in terms of gameplay. It's a lot better designed. Both the level design and the gameplay. Minute-to-minute gameplay. Alright, so this area, by the way, is completely optional, but there is some useful stuff here. I got lost too. I never needed to look up a guide for Half-Life 2. I did for Half-Life 1. That's interesting. For me, it's the exact opposite. I don't remember where exactly. I think maybe in some Nova Prospect area I had to look up a guide. And then in Half-Life 2 in the caves, I also had to look up a guide. Another thing I really dislike about Half-Life 2 is the way it presents its story, because it basically has unskippable interactive cutscenes, which really suck for replay playthroughs. It really hurts the replayability of the game, in my opinion. And also the enemy and weapon variety is piss poor. I think Half-Life 1 had the perfect balance, because almost every single weapon has a use case, or a specific enemy type that it excels at. So you most of the time you find yourself actually using all of the weapons. Whereas in Half-Life 2, there's only your standard shotgun, submachine gun, revolver, and sniper. The crossbow, basically. And I guess the gravity gun. The gravity gun can be fun, but it's also very gimmicky at the same time. Again, don't get me wrong, Half-Life 2 is not a bad game by any means. I love that game as well, but I just prefer Half-Life 1, and I think Half-Life 1 is a lot more tightly designed. I find this game a lot more enjoyable to replay than Half-Life 2. Because you know how I replay this game basically once a year? Half-Life 2 I replay once every 3 to 4 years. I've replayed Half-Life 2 about 9 times, I would say, by this point. And Half-Life 2 at least 15 or 16 times. Okay, I suck right now. Jesus Christ, an entire clip on a single bull squid. I'm getting tired. Half-Life 2 wanted to show off the gravity physics. Yeah, I think it tried too hard, honestly. Okay, what the hell? The movement got reversed there for a second. That was weird. Alright, let's go forward. I'm the type of guy to never touch a game again when I beat it. I don't know why. I only replay games that I really like. This is one of them. This and Thief are my most replayed games of all time. Honestly, Thief has become the next Half-Life for me, because it's almost an annual replay for me. I first played the Thief games in 2019, and ever since then I've replayed them almost every year. I think I only skipped 1 or 2 years since 2019, but yeah, I've been replaying those games a lot as well. And the playthrough that I have ongoing on the channel right now of Thief is this year's replay, basically. And the MMod is this year's replay of Half-Life. Haha. How is it still alive? I thought headcrabs were supposed to drown. Now, those guys are really resilient, aren't they? Okay, this is where the turret was. And in fact, we have to pull this switch to actually move the crane so we can go past. See, this is really... It's not that confusing. Maybe your first time it could be a bit confusing, but definitely if when you replay the game, it should be a breeze. I replay the Fallout games, Terraria, and Minecraft the most. You know my opinion on Fallout, why? Especially everyone's favorite. Okay, so here we're gonna get ambushed by a bunch of guys. Oh, come on. How did you survive that? Also, there is a guy up here who will use a grenade on this. Scripted to use a grenade, which is really bullshit. Thankfully, there is some loot some health here that we can get. The only games I really replay a lot are Portal 1 and 2. I love them so much. Ironically enough, Portal 1 and 2 are games that I don't find that replayable. Because once you know how to solve the puzzles, they're really not that fun for me. Like, take Half-Life for example. Half-Life is also linear, just like Portal. But the thing with Half-Life is that combat encounters are different. Like, on paper it's the same combat encounters, but the AI and like the way that these scenarios can play out is always like ever so slightly different. And especially when you increase the difficulty or use like small enhancement mods like MMod, which is not the only mod like this, by the way. It elevates the replay value for me. Whereas Portal, it's literally the exact same puzzles every time. So that's why I've only replayed Portal 1. I've only played like once or twice. I think twice, at most 3 times. And Portal 2 I've played at most 5 times. Because of that. And the first time I played Portal 2 was in 2011 when it was brand new. So I don't find the Portal games that replayable, honestly. Oh my god! Come on. Oh, thank you, bodyguards. The bodyguards actually helped me here. I really need more help. Yeah, this is, these chapters are where the game stops fucking around. This is where shit gets serious. Yeah, I'm gonna need some health. If I recall correctly, there is a healing and charging station up those stairs, but there's also a bodyguard right there. Yeah, the guy who made this mod really made bodyguards a lot more challenging, didn't he? A lot more dangerous. You see, if you already know the answer, it's fine. Dude, you ignored countless NPCs that warn you not to Quarry Junction. I did not ignore them. They literally didn't tell me anything. The only guy who told me something was like, oh yeah, the road up ahead is blocked or whatever. It's like, not... I don't remember what exactly he said, but the way I interpreted it was, oh, he's talking about the literal road that's blocked. So I guess it's like, the way I saw it was an inward explanation as to why there's a world border, basically. I don't know, I really don't like New Vegas. And you cannot change my opinion on that. Which is weird as well, because I did enjoy Fallout 1 and 2. Granted, I had to replay Fallout 1 in order to actually get it. But once I did, it was honestly fantastic. I had no complaints, really. Except the combat. I still think the combat is weak. Shit. I'm almost out of shotgun shells. What am I gonna do? I love the shotgun. It's a very useful weapon. I'm out of ammo. Shit. Guess I'm gonna have to rely on the revolver for a bit here. Good old trusty revolver. That is not very nice, right? You hated it and complained the whole time. Well, either way, if I don't like it, I don't like it. Simple as that. Even if I did like it, I still think it's overrated as shit. If there's one thing I hate, it's overrated games. I don't like The Witcher 3, and I think it's overrated. I don't think it's a bad game. I just think it's overrated. so there's one thing I actually really like about this chapter, and the future chapters as well, but this starts happening in this chapter, is the aliens and the soldiers are actually fighting. So, especially if you're playing on hard like I am, you're better off just letting them duke it out and clearing out the stragglers. Because normally I jump in and kill everything, but now that I'm actually running a bit low on health, looks like the aliens won again. Normally the soldiers win because they're a bit stronger, but I'm actually down with the aliens winning because I find them easier to fight than the soldiers. Clear the way. Wow, only one Vortigaunt survived. Interesting. Alright, and now that we've cleared the way, we can go back and get our cart and continue on forward. They have Defeat in my library, but I don't want to play it. I have played Day of Defeat. I've actually played all the Valve games except Half-Life Alyx. And Day of Defeat is okay, but it is very, like, realistic. Like, the gameplay is realistic in a... not necessarily a bad way, but it's not my cup of tea. It's very slow. It's a lot slower than Counter-Strike. And if you find Counter-Strike slow, then you're definitely not gonna like Day of Defeat. I actually like Counter-Strike, but I don't like Day of Defeat that much. It's not a terrible game, it's just not something that I enjoy particularly. Oh, shit. Okay, so this area... gotta be careful here. What I like to do is I like to prepare my revolver and this, because there's 3 guys over there that are immediately gonna start shooting at you, so... I only got one of them somehow with that. That was really annoying. I think it's because I backed out too much and it loaded another area. Oh well. I still have 4 more grenades, so it should be good for now. And I just got 2 more. Excellent. Alright, you might say, oh, end of the line, we're already at the end of the chapter. No, this is only the halfway point. Also, I like how you say, like how you were imitating me, like, oh, if you already know the solution, of course it's easy. That was literally you with New Vegas. Oh. There's gonna be an ambush here. Oh, come on, man! Normally this guy can handle this Vortigaunt. I guess it's because the Vortigaunt Vortigaunts were modified to shoot quicker than they normally do. Smack that ass. Right, before I break those crates... there is actually a very easy to miss secret up here. You can already see the glow. There's 3 batteries there. Very useful. Sometimes I forget about them and I break the crates, and that's the only way to get up here. There's no more crates nearby. Will you leave me alone? I swear, there's only 3 headcrabs here in the vanilla game, but here there were 4. Okay, now we're doing a lot better. Very nice. Well, it's a World War II game, back when there were a lot of World War II games. Yeah, the early 2000s were full of those because of the Call of Duty and Medal of Honor craze. And Brothers in Arms. But it's mostly those two. Especially Call of Duty. Call of Duty is what started that craze. I got most of the shit the first time. Yeah, sure. Played a bit of Stray, but I got stuck in some part and never touched it again. I still have yet to play Stray. I have it collecting dust in my Steam library. I really want to play it. But I don't have a whole lot of time these days. I watched Markiplier play it when I was sick. Okay, got him. And also up here there's another battery that's relatively easy to miss.
Power 60%.
Knowing where these things are is very helpful. Surrender, free men. Alright, which one of us? I'm surprised that those explosives did not damage the rocket. Surprisingly, my most played game in my Steam library is Geometry Dash with 923. My most played game is Thief Gold with 250 hours. But that's because I also play a lot of fan missions for that game. And fan missions tend to be very long, so... Yeah, and Thief 2 is a close second as well. I've played a lot of fan missions for that game too. I actually don't have that much like crazy playtime on Steam because I didn't start using it until 2020. Because that's when I finally started getting money with my first job and I could actually buy the games that I wanted to play on Steam. Because before that I always pirated everything because I was a kid and my parents wouldn't buy me games, so yeah. That guy down there is always annoying. But yeah, this is by the way the rocket that we have to fire. Also, here's something else that took me a lot of playthroughs to actually figure out. A very well hidden HEV charger. I'll be re-educating you to like New Vegas. Good luck with that, because I don't have any plans on touching that shit ever again. I swear this thing feels nerfed. Oh, it's not nerfed, I know that, because I'm playing on hard. You don't have to use grenades, by the way, for these turrets. If they're not activated, you can just shoot them with your revolver, and one shot will take them down. But I like to use grenades anyway. It makes more sense that way. Oh, come on! Ah, cheap shot. It'll be like 1984. This headcrab somehow always survives this boost quit here. I don't know how it does it, but it does. I love the jibbing in this game. It's so satisfying to just jib things. I have every achievement in Portal. I don't. I almost forgot about this area. I have every achievement in Half-Life. Half-Life 2, that is. Thankfully, the guys that man these turrets are actually really slow to react to you. Let me shoot this mine from a distance, so I don't take any unnecessary damage. There is a medkit here. Oh my god, they're so fast! That burnt all of my armor. I'm not used to them being so fast. Get over there. Ooh. Also, one thing I actually do like that this mod fixed is that in the vanilla game you cannot reload and heal at the same time, which is really annoying. Thankfully it seems to be fixed here. Difficulty settings suck, and the game should be built around one difficulty if you're just going to make it a straight number increase. Yeah, and ironically enough, Minecraft deals with difficulty that same way. The enemies just hit harder and have more health. Why you should watch my Thief streams, because the way that game handles difficulty is, I think, perfect. Instead of making enemies tankier or more alert, it just adds a few extra enemies, and primarily it gives you extra objectives that you have to do. Like sometimes the objectives are very simple, like get more loot than you normally have to, or don't kill anyone. But sometimes it's like you have to go out of your way to a completely separate or sometimes even new area of the map to acquire an item that you normally don't have to deal with. I love that. I still don't like Terraria because of the content bloat. People who say that InfDev Plus is bloated in terms of content have never played Terraria, clearly. I have a lot of unpopular opinions, come to think of it. I don't like Half-Life New Vegas, I don't like Terraria, I think that The Witcher 3 is overrated. I also happen to like Duke Nukem Forever. Don't get me wrong, it's not a very good game, but I find it fun. At least some parts of it. I don't think it's as terrible as people say it is. Alright, so here what you're supposed to do is you're supposed to take this card that way. However, if you go back and take your original card, this will lead to a trap. And this card will actually start being controlled by a random soldier who literally comes out of nowhere. So ideally, I would take this card, but I want to show you the ambush. Because I'm trying to show off as much as I can, even though I've already been streaming for 2.5 hours. And this has taken a long time, but I've already started, might as well go all the way. I prefer Stardew Valley over Terraria. I still have yet to play that game, but I have heard that it's Terraria, but farming can actually good. Wow, this guy has a lot of health. What the hell? And this is the other trap. There's explosives here, and this guy pushes it, so you have to be very quick to kill him and also run away from the explosives. Alright, let's go back now and go the way we're supposed to go. That's Terraria's biggest flaw, is the bloat and the over-reliance on wikis, yes. I just think the game has a serious power creep problem. Oh wow, he actually died on his own. Interesting. I think the game has a very serious power creep issue, and yeah, also content bloat. Like, there's a lot of needless crap added for the sake of adding it and whatnot. Also, normally the way I play this game is I play a chapter a day, which is why I normally don't mind on a rail, but now that I'm playing all the chapters back to back, I can definitely see why people are fed up with this chapter, because I'm also starting to be a bit fed up, and there's still a few more areas to go. Nice. Got him. And there is a turret guy there. Got him as well. Okay, I think that's everyone. Very nice. Oh, shit! Almost everyone. Alright, to continue. We still have one more chapter to go after this one as well, before I end off this session. Wow, 3 hours. I was not expecting this at all. Okay, so here, this is another area where you, like, spin around and you get ambushed. However, this one actually gives you an opportunity to get off your cart and actually kill the enemies before they ambush you, which is really nice. Oh, also, we got this weapon earlier. This is the satchel charge. It's basically a grenade that you can trigger at any time. I only really find this useful if I'm either out of grenades, because I prefer just chugging grenades, or in situations like this. If we take this elevator, there are some explosives here that you're intended to use the satchel charge for. I always forget if left click is to detonate or right click, because one of the keys just throws another satchel. I think in the vanilla game it's right click to activate, but I really hope that it was changed to left click in the MMod. Let's see. Okay, it is changed to left click. Excellent. And there is a guy here as well that you get to kill like this. Alright, I think there's a guy down here and a guy upstairs. Yep. Oh my god, these guys are so accurate when you're right up into their face and they have so much health on hard. Okay, there is no one up here. Get the elevator back down. I think the power creep is kind of inevitable when you keep updating something. Yeah, I guess. That's why I think they should just stop updating both games, but especially Terraria. In fact, I think that Minecraft has the exact opposite problem of Terraria. Like, there is bloat there as well, to be sure, but it's not nearly as much. The problem is that a lot of the items in Minecraft are just useless. They're just decoration or whatever. Like, the game seems to cater a lot more to the builders and less to the exploration type of player. Shit. Alright, here we go. This is not Earthbound. These are the Earthbound chapters of Half-Life. Welcome, AJ. Okay, here is a very annoying ambush. I actually managed to come out of that without taking damage. That is impressive. Normally I always take damage from these guys. Smack that ass. Damn it. That's where BTA succeeds. Ironically enough, BTA has the exact same... Okay, I don't know how that died. Ironically enough, BTA has the exact same problem as Modern Minecraft. All they seem to add are building blocks, which I don't care about. That's why I actually don't like BTA that much, and I'm actually planning to make my own, like, small-scale beta mod. Can you actually use this in the MMod? Nope. That's a shame. There are tourists that you can use in the game, but not those, unfortunately. What am I doing? Okay, and here you have to press this. Otherwise you just loop around. Okay, I think we're finally approaching the end of this chapter. Yes, we are. This is pretty much the last area that we're about to enter. BTA is like modern but different. That's where AEP... Was that the Alpha expansion pack, James, if I'm not mistaken? I remember that. City mod. I'm gonna... Screw this, I'm just gonna shotgun these guys. How did I miss? That is embarrassing. Don't pick up the grenade! Oh my god. I almost threw the grenade there. That would have been catastrophic. I forgot the SMG grenades at the spinny rail elevator. I know, Legion, I did not forget them. Also, welcome to the stream. I did not forget them. I didn't get them because I don't know how to get back up afterwards. I would have to fall down and take a lot of damage unnecessarily. It's not worth it for just 2 grenades. Also, I'm maxed out on grenades anyway. I should play EP. Wasn't that mod taken over by someone else? James? BTA connects the mechanics properly. BTA is definitely better than modern Minecraft, don't get me wrong, but it's still not what I'm looking for in the game. It focuses too much on the builder. Oh, crap. Okay, this room is very dangerous. There's 4 turrets, 1 in each corner. And here's another dangerous room right over here. There's a guy on a turret that you have to dodge and use the box as cover. That was weird. Oh, this cover actually worked very well. I'm surprised. AP refreshed is my mod, which I'm working on right now. I haven't really been working on much of anything, really. Ever since I started work, and ever since the whole drama situation, I just lost interest in modding. But I have been feeling like making a small-scale alpha mod to get things started. Something like NOS, but a bit different. Like for starters, I'm planning to add biomes to Alpha 1.1, but using the Alpha or the Beta biome system, except there will only be 3 biomes: snow, desert, and regular. You can walk back from the side there, no fall damage. Oh, I never even tried that, but again, I was full on grenades, so it doesn't matter. Also, here's one of the rare instances where I actually use a satchel charge.
So, who's this guy, Freeman? They say he was at Ground Zero. Science team? You think he was responsible? Sabotage, maybe? Yeah, maybe. All I know for sure is he's been killing my buddies. Oh yeah, he'll pay. He will definitely pay.
Sure about that? I love doing that, it's so satisfying every time. Also, there is a sniper there, and I think, if I'm not mistaken, on hard he's actually awake. On normal and easy he's asleep, but on hard I'm pretty sure he's awake. Apparently not. Either way, I'm not taking any chances. I have a lot of these grenades, might as well use them. I think you're expected to use the turret here, but by the time you get to the turret, you're gonna get your ass kicked. So, I really don't even know why the turret is even there. Alright. We're about to launch the rocket. You remember the rocket that the security guard told us about, like, literally half an hour ago?
I didn't sign on for this shit. Monsters, sure, but civilians, who ordered this operation anyway?
I actually really like this conversation. It shows that the Marines, at least some of them, actually feel bad about killing civilians, but they were ordered to basically silence the facility, which is really messed up if you think about it. But pretty much to be expected from the American government, let's be real. I really like this room. Like, this holographic map of the Earth with, like, so I guess these are the Black Mesa satellites that orbit. It's really neat. But let's stop getting distracted. Let's launch this bad boy. feel a lot like Data. Shade of Earth was Trump instead of Breen. Oh my god. Somehow I think that the events of Half-Life 2 would be even worse if it was Trump instead of Breen. At least Breen, despite all his flaws, at least he thinks he's doing the best for humanity. Trump would just care for no one but himself. Can you actually... You still cannot leave through here. This is really annoying. You would expect that you can just walk out of here, but no. You have to go all the way around. Also, I did not mention the obvious, but if you step on these lasers, all these explosives will blow up and you instantly die. So don't do that. Alright, we're finally done with On a Rail, more or less. And we're gonna move on to our last chapter for today. I was joking! We're continuing with On a Rail. Okay, no. It's apprehension time. I like to jump out of the cart so I can kill these guys, because otherwise, if you stay in the cart and you fall down there, it's all fine and dandy, but these guys will start shooting at you, so I always do it this way. Come down here, there's also some shotgun ammo. Very useful, especially right now, because actually I'm doing well on shotgun ammo. I was running relatively low before, but now I'm doing okay. Alright, the intended way is to break this to release the barrels and then walk across them, but there are some areas around here, I think, with some ammo, if I'm not mistaken. Sorry, but I'm blanking right now because I'm really tired. I've been playing this for 3 hours straight. I normally don't play this long. We're almost at the end, though. They're great, they're really the best. Yes, exactly.
25%.
Where am I going? Oh yeah, this way, of course. Get some air. And here is another thing, by the way, that I didn't know of until recently. Until one of my more recent playthroughs. You can actually enter this room and you can get a bunch of early crossbow ammo and grenades. I genuinely did not know about this. Because I never bothered to check. Normally I always rushed through this area. Because I was always like fearful that I'm about to drown. And this is where we get introduced to a new enemy, the Ichthyosaur, I think it was called. These guys only lurk in the water, but they hurt a lot, even on normal. I'm actually a little bit scared of this guy right now, because if they hurt this much on normal, I dread to think how much they hurt on hard. So you're supposed to use that tranquilizer gun, the crossbow, a new weapon for us. Because it's the only weapon outside of the pistol and of course the crowbar that works underwater. But the pistol and the crowbar, unsurprisingly, are not very effective against this guy. What you could do is you could just use the barnacle there to skip this area, but I'm not gonna do that. I don't trust the barnacles ever since the one
They said
last bit
it was hauled from the Challenger deep, but I'm
positive that beast never swam in terrestrial waters until a week ago. There's a tranquilizer gun in the shark cage, but I'm not sure it would work on this species. You're welcome to try.
Was that a question for me, Rai? About the single biome stuff? I like how you guys are just discussing Minecraft mods as I'm playing Half-Life. Okay, I'll answer this after this fight. Oh, no. Ooh. Oh crap. Oh, that hurts. Oh, that hurts. Oh, that hurts. Okay, thankfully it still takes only 5. Never mind, it doesn't take 5. Oh, I thought it takes... Oh my god, how many shots does this guy take? 7 apparently, okay. Even 8. Oh my god. That was scary. Normally these guys take 5 shots on normal. Oh, come on. Ooh, that was intense. I am in desperate need of some armor. Alright, so to answer your question, Rai, it's very easy. Trademark. All you have to do is just replace the gen layer. I forgot which one it was, but basically just... The gen layer class that controls the temperature, humidity and stuff, like to place the biomes, just replace it with one that only picks like one biome and then tie that biome to your settings or whatever it is you use. It's really easy. It's like the easiest thing imaginable to do with gen layer to make a single biome world. I actually haven't touched that part of the code in ages, so I don't remember exactly. Need to make the settings. That's easy too. There's an ambush there. There's 2 more ichthyosaurs in the water. I won't even bother with them. Just be careful not to fall in the water. Okay. Here we have a bull squid. Yeah. Come on. And there's a G-Man sighting up there as well that we missed. Because I was too busy fighting this guy. Yeah, there's another one. Now, there's 2 ways to actually go about reaching that place. The first way is to use this box. You just push it over there and you climb on top of it. The quote-unquote intended way is to activate these crushers and then time a bunch of jumps. But before we do that, we have some supplies down here. Mostly ammo. Oh, I'm out of ammo. I'm out of armor already. Jeez. These jumps are always scary. Also, there's some satchel charges here. Might as well pick them up. It also gives me a shot of that head crab that just spawned. Approaching the end, finally. Wow, I just noticed that we're 3 hours in. Jeez. That's crazy. Definitely a bit off more that I could chew with this.
Gordon Freeman, it is you, isn't it? The science team has been tracking your progress with the Black Mesa security system. Unfortunately, so is the military. That suit of yours is full of tracking devices. Still, it's better than going naked in this place. It's cold in there, and you'll have to hurry. It could sap your suit power in a matter of moments. If you're bent on reaching the Lambda complex, then you'll want to keep to the older industrial areas where the security system is full of holes. It's worked for me, so far.
Yeah, this guy also won't open the door unless you kill everything in that room, by the way. Also, he says that this place is very dangerous. He makes it out more dangerous than it actually is. Because it, oh. I did not know that this actually closes on its own. It's not really that dangerous. As you can see, it doesn't zap your shield that much. In fact, the stupid water guns do. But yeah, you can literally chill out here, no pun intended, for minutes and you'll be fine. Well, maybe not minutes, but like a minute. I don't know why those barrels in particular are smashable. Only the barrels in this chapter are. Any other barrels that look exactly the same as these ones, you cannot smash. Also, talking about mods, I remember, James, how NASCO actually sent me like your freak out. That was also really offensive, I'm not gonna lie. When you said, oh, you didn't work at all on If That Plus, it's made by other people, you just are writing off of their work. No. I literally spent the most amount of hours on that project. In fact, most of the performance issues that you see in If That Plus are not even sourced by me. They're actually caused by stuff like the structure system, which isn't even mine. And I am aware I have to fix that. I do not speak Russian, Dima. I was really pissed off that day. I don't know, I just found it really, really offensive. Like, it's my passion project and I've spent the most hours out of anyone on that. And to hear someone else, like, so uninformed claim this is just really rude.
Freeman, right? I've got a message for you. Make sure you don't...
Basically what I did was I wasn't taking NASCO's project seriously. Which admittedly was... like, I am at fault for that. I should have respected his work more. So I admit fault there, but still, your reaction was a lot more aggressive than mine. I take it back though. Well, I will accept your apology for now. What project? The hybrid, was it? Basically like a modifiable remake thing. I still don't fully understand it myself, but it is cool, I guess. Oh, no. So here's the assassins. These guys are super annoying. Especially on hard, because they go invisible. So the best way to deal with them is to either crossbow them, like so, or grenades. That's the best way. Also, here's something else that I didn't know. This is an actual room. Like, this door looks like part of the environment, but it's an actual room. It's an actual, like, prop that you can open, and there's some stuff here. Of course, you don't really need any of this stuff because we're approaching the end of this session. You'll see why. I realize how tough it is. Yeah, and now imagine, James, taking InfDev and turning it into basically essentially what is modern Minecraft. Not fun. I only got help with some back-end stuff. I got help with the networking from Strauss, the structure system from Nathan, the biome backend, so like the whole gen layer port and stuff from I Can't Tell You. And the rest is basically me. I think Zero did some stuff as well, but it wasn't a lot. It was mostly small stuff. Imagine Notch being Notch but Slavic and less racist. That's method, yes. Pretty much. Especially part of it plus for adding stuff like functioning multiplayer. Well, the multiplayer doesn't function yet, but I do have plans on revisiting it someday. There's a lot that needs to be fixed. I was going through the code base the other day to just add some to-dos, and yeah, there's a lot of work to be done, but I think I can do it eventually. Most of it is doable. The only thing that worries me is the serious issues like desyncs and performance. Other than that, it's just a matter of adding the content that's been left out all this time. You're doing good with multiplayer, I'm impressed. Also, oh no, we got ambushed. Oh, never would have seen that coming. Oh, he actually moves his mouth.
And if they find the body? Body? What body?
I don't know why it sounded like he was talking through a radio when he was literally using his mouth or whatever. Would there be an NP test? Yes, most likely there will be. It won't be public though, it will only be for members of the team. Alright, so we wake up here and here's our crowbar at the blue light. In order to escape, we have to break that gate there. Somehow you don't take fall damage there, even though there's no water. Thank God for that, otherwise that would be unfair. So for some reason they thought about... They actually disabled fall damage there, but they didn't do it for the Honoré or the power-ups chapter. I don't know why. Thank you, Rai. What was that message, actually, before you removed it? The next big step for AP is to translate the lang file into different languages for release. That's easy. I didn't even port that. I coded most of it myself. But yeah, this is gonna be it for this stream. This has dragged on for far too long. Jesus Christ. Oh, I can view the deleted message. I'll check that out later. But yeah, this has dragged on for far longer than I expected. Basically twice the time I was projecting. I was originally expecting this to take an hour and a half. It took me 3 hours. Jesus Christ. Am I even gonna have time to do anything else? Oh god. Anyway, that's gonna be it for today. We're basically at the halfway point of the game right now. It takes about 6 hours to beat the game total, so thankfully tomorrow should be a bit quicker, because it's not gonna be the remaining 6 hours, it's gonna be more like... the remaining 3 hours is gonna be more like 2 hours of gameplay. But yeah, we basically have a soft reset here, because we got captured by the military, so... we have to make our way through... again. Get all our weapons back, and... our next objective is to get to the Lambda core. But yeah, until then, thank you all very much for watching. It's been a really long one. And have a good one. The next stream will be tomorrow, where we'll continue. Bye-bye.